Morning, everyone. Today we have above and beyond hockey development skills coach Justin Nelson with us. Thank you for joining. Justin, a coach in the Chicago area right now. Number of different teams with the Chicago Cougars, USPHL, the Glenview Stars, the Ice Dogs, Liberty High School, and has been part of Team Iowa also. Also, Justin mentions he runs a girls program. If you can explain a little more about yourself to the viewers.
Yeah, so thanks for having me, first of all, and we finally get to meet. I follow you on Instagram, and I think you do a really good job with your community and your followers there, so continue to keep that up. But I kind of do the same thing that you're doing, but obviously in the States here in Chicago. I've been in the Chicago area for about 14 years now. I'm from Davenport, Iowa. I used to run the rink there in Quad Cities, but an opportunity came up here when I was done playing juniors out in Boston, and a buddy of mine brought me out here, and I haven't looked back since. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a great opportunity, and things are going well, and it's been a really good move, obviously, to a better hockey market. So it's been a lot of fun.
Do you want to explain a little bit about more into your company, how long you've been going, and kind of, I guess, a little bit of what you see for your company and going forward?
Yeah, so when I was back home, it was Nelly's Power Skating, right? But then I started working with a lot of pro guys here in the Chicago area, so I kind of wanted to put everything under the same umbrella. So when we started working with the pro guys, it was called Above and Beyond Hockey, but I kind of wanted to put everything under the same umbrella and give the youth the same treatment that we give the pro guys, and it's been very beneficial. It's our young guys, they get the same treatment and the professional experience that even the pro guys get. So it's very appealing to the families and the kids, and they really appreciate that.
They're with treating the youth. That's where their foundation started, and very important to them. And they have those goals and dreams themselves. And I look back at all the, I've only been doing this for 4 years now, this coaching stuff, but it starts from that far back. It's the ones that want to commit early, and you try and instill with those different habits and different skills into them. And it's very rewarding, obviously, for, I'd say, all coaches to see kids that, whether they listen right away and are able to perform and execute, or it takes them a couple of few years to execute, and you can make a difference on them.
For sure. I think the process is different for every kid, right? Like, we'll bring the pro guys out, with the camps and stuff like that. And just, I think it's invaluable for the players, the young guys, to see how these guys carry themselves both on and off the ice, right? And like when you see a professional hockey player out there for camp, like the eyes light up, and it's a little different, factor in terms of motivation and stuff like that. They look up and they continue to look up. So that's what it's about, right? Like the pro guys give back, and it's creating a culture. It's creating a culture, which I think is the biggest thing that we want to do.
Yeah, no, I agree. When you're young and all these players, the new face, new voice, and the guy that has been there before, or been to a higher level, they want to get to. It's just like something, it's like kind of Christmas was like, whoa, like they're all excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time. Sure. And yeah, we've all been through it. We've played youth hockey and minor hockey, so it's just kind of the importance part to the teachings and the culture that you want to bring. If just with your whole experience, some of your knowledge that you could give back to them in different areas of hockey, what would it be?
I think the biggest thing that I would give back to especially the youth players and the parents, is enjoy the process, right? Like, the game of hockey is going to teach your kids more life lessons than any classroom is going to teach them, right? Like, you have to be a very determined individual to even play the game. Like, just think back, like if you play soccer, like you use your feet. If you play baseball, you use your hands. But if you're playing hockey, like it requires an all around athlete to be able to play the game. And just to see the kids be determined and in that team atmosphere and working for one another and respecting the game and respecting each other. Like I said, it's the life lessons that, and the life lessons that these kids learn through the game of hockey. I mean, it's all I know. I have a degree in law enforcement, right? But it's how you treat people. It's how you approach things. It's the accountability. It's the determination. Hockey's for everyone, of course, but you know, you have to be determined and you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone to get to the next level, which I think is so important, right? Like kids, especially these days, like kids are comfortable and if they're not challenged or if they are challenged, and they can't accomplish something, it's kind of like they go to the wayside, right? So hockey, the community, like whether you're watching a 5-year-old, which I have a 5-year-old daughter, and it's the best experience, right? Like just watching her, like just try new things. Like it's like almost like watching her take her first steps, right? Like now she's skating and she's doing something new every day. And that's like, I think parents tend to forget that, when they were watching the kid at a young age, and now they're playing Mike, now they're playing Bantam high school. Like it took so much for them to get there. And like I touched base on it earlier, like every kid develops at a different rate, right? Like you can't compare this kid to that kid, right? It's the kids, they love the game, and the life lessons that they learn playing it are absolutely invaluable. And it's, whether you go to school or whether it's going to help you in your job, it's going to help you in your family. It's the lessons you learn are going to take you through life.